listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Yes, indeed, you are listening to UPRNTalkRadio.com, and that means you are listening to me live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. If you're in New Orleans today, good afternoon and welcome to the show. This is Paul Francis, your host. I do hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and it should only get better. Now, let's see who's already joined me in the chat room. Lewis Marston. Lewis, hello, darling. Welcome to the show. Everybody else, welcome to the show. Here we are on a Monday night, so therefore it's Reach Across Live with yours truly. And tonight we will carry on and do all of the normal stuff that we do. Ronnie's just come zooming in and said, "Hey, I'm here. Don't forget me." Hi, Ronnie. Welcome to the show, darling. As always, it's good to see you. It is good to see you. So, here we are, summertime. I'm looking at the studio windows and there is blue skies, and it is 5 minutes past 8 here in the evening in Cornwall in the UK. And it's still like it's like afternoon outside. Wow. It's really, really hot, sunny, and summertime. Paul, what are you doing in the studio? I'm doing reads. Yes, indeed. So, going forward with tonight's show, as always, I will answer questions. We will talk about various concepts that are based upon what you think about is on the spiritual side of things. Questions and answers to what I would refer to as the process. Q&A based upon what's coming, what's current, and what might have been. Things of that nature. And I will ask you. Alrighty? So you guys put your questions to me, and I will do what I can to help you as and when we get them. So Lewis says, "Hi, Paul. I always look forward to your lives." Thank you very much, Lewis. That's very kind of you to say. Demi Warwick says, "Hi, Paul. I'm feeling quite lost in terms of my love life and career at the moment. It's something me and my grandmother would always talk about, but she's not with us anymore, and it's a hard time for me getting my feelings out." Completely understand that, Demi. It is something that it's a difficult concept to get around when you're used to bouncing thoughts and ideas off of someone specific. And what happens is when you're sitting chatting away with this person, you become kind of blended. And I mean that in a good way, not like the movie, although the movie's brilliant. Beg your pardon. You become kind of blended. You start to understand each other's energies, and you start to feel when the other person is kind of telling you everything or not quite everything, or just like what you might just want to hear. But Demi, your grandmother may not be here with us in the physical terms, but she is definitely here with us in spirit. Okay, definitely. That much I can guarantee you. In feeling quite lost, that you are still in the mourning process. So you're mourning her loss. You're mourning not her having right in front of you, beg your pardon. And you're missing that hug, that kiss, that interaction. And that's completely understandable. It's something that we have to deal with on a regular basis. In fact, I was contacted only yesterday in relation to a good friend whose family member is going to pass over the next weeks to come. So it's hard enough to have to deal with somebody who's crossed. But when you know they're going to cross, that's even worse. So, any day, every day is the potential. In Demi, with yourself, your grandmother is definitely around you. She's just trying to let you know she's around you. And I keep seeing butterflies, okay? Red admirals and sort of greeny golden butterflies. So the reasons why I'm going to share both of those with you is, number one, the butterfly represents change. It represents a new change that's going on around you. Okay, when you're feeling lost in your career, I mean, you're not really. It's not the career that's you're feeling lost about. It's not your inability to deal with the loss of your grandmother. That's okay. You're human. That's expected. But what you then have to change your concept, your mindset in saying is, right, If Gran was with me right now, what would she be doing? Or let me flip things around and I put you in the spirit and Gran is down here. And you're watching Gran asking me this question. So Gran saying, I miss Demi. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling lost. How would you feel watching this? You'd want to be saying, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm trying to give you ideas. The butterfly that she's sending, that she's showing me, well, she's trying to, well, if it's your grandmother that's chatting to me, and I'm not saying it is because she hasn't told me she's your grandmother, and I will never lie. I won't say things just to make you feel good, but I'm being shown these butterflies, but I'm also being shown a male to her side, which would be either a husband or brother or potentially a cousin. But there's a male to her side that they want to recognize as being caught up, as in they've caught up with each other. Alrighty. Now, in relation to your career, your career is fine. It's fine. It's just what you want out of life, what you want out of your career. So it's really a matter of having we look inward, Dimmy. Okay, so we look inside. What is it? What do I want out of this? Where do I really want to go? Now, I say this in every show. If you want to honor those who have crossed, if you want to really honor them, if you want to honor your grandmother, then be the best that you can be here and now. Honor her by making your life worth something, making your goals happen, making everything that you would possibly want out of life, and making her proud by achieving those goals. She is with you, I promise you. Okay. And she is she wants to talk about her little girl, so I'm assuming that would be your mom. Okay. She wants to acknowledge her. There's a quiet grieving going on there. In other words, mom's not grieving really in front of everybody, in public. She's kind of doing it more behind the scenes. But be aware that she's definitely looking out for you, Demi. Okay, your career is fine. So really, it's a matter of starting to look inward and figuring out where you want to go. Now, either September is significant or the 9th of a month is significant. So September or the 9th of a month. They want me to acknowledge because I'm seeing the number 9. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yes. Have a look at what the angelic cards have in store for you. And this is absolutely sense to me. It's making absolute sense. The card that is coming out, Demi, you see, look at that. It says heart chakra. All right. The heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within the physical being, attuned mostly to love. It is safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart. We stand by you with perfect protection and guidance. So, Demi, please understand that you are watched over, you are loved. And this card is proving that your grandmother's around you and she's showing you that love and she's standing with you and helping you make the decisions as you go. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I very much appreciate you being here. And thank you for being the first out of the gate, so to speak, tonight. Lynn's joined us. Lynn, good evening. Gracie Miller. Polly, a.k.a. Gracie. It's 110 degrees Fahrenheit in the greenhouse. Then don't stay in the greenhouse. Too hot. Too hot. Lewis says, I'm having a little struggle with what I want to do for next year in college. I have options, but I'm very lost and confused. That's totally understandable as well. Remember, I will always say this: figure out what takes you to your goals, and figure out what takes you away from your goals. So, what thoughts and ideas and motivations take you towards where you want to be, and which take you away? And then just make that decision. That takes you to your goals, and your goals should only be those that make you happy, make you completely content and relaxed. Because if you've got to work hard at something, you're maybe not necessarily heading in the right direction. If you do something you love, you automatically work hard, but you don't see it as work because the chore in itself becomes a whole part of what you want to do. So it isn't a chore. It is something you do. If you choose something you love, you will never work a day in your life because everything that you do, you enjoy. And that takes you towards your goals. Hope that helps. Emma says, hi, Paul. Sorry I'm late. You're not late, darling. Thank you very much for being here. You're not late. If you come in the last 5 minutes, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. But y'all, please make sure that you not only share the show, but make sure that you hit the like button every single week, every single show. Smash that like button. And don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. I'm going to put a wee link up to tonight's show. I'm just going to go over here. There we go. I was just tapping into a keyboard there. So that's going to go up on in the chat room just now. Please share that to everybody who wants to come and join us. Puffin's joined us tonight. Puffin's, good evening. Mary Erickson has joined us. Good afternoon, Paul. And everyone liked and already shared the show. Oh, you're on the ball. You are on the ball, Mary Erickson. Thank you so very kindly. Once again, I have no idea who this is. I'm sorry. I'd love to say who this person is. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. But come out of Facebook. Out of Facebook, YouTube. See the link I've just posted in the chat room? Click that link, back in the show, subscribe, and hit that like button. And don't forget, after you've subscribed, make sure you hit the little bell icon, and that will tell you every time we're releasing a show in advance, so you don't have to go searching anymore. Literally, it'll say, hey, Paul's on in a minute. Are you ready? Click this button. Boom, and you're off. Faye's joined us. Good evening, Faye, my love. Lovely to see you. I don't know if I'm liking the new graphics on the show. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying these new graphics at all, but anyway. I'm noticing the show's freezing a little bit. So whatever's happening with the changes in the company that sets this all up for us, it's freezing the airwaves a little bit. But anyway, you know, the show must go on. Yeah. But it's so great to see you, my darling Faye, and I do hope Roger is in the house as well. Emma says, hi, Paul. I was woken the other night from knocking. Honest to God, ghosts have just no idea time, have they? From knocking, there was no sign as soon as I sat up and wakened properly. Could this have been the spirit sending me a sign? Now, it's dead easy for me to say, Emma. It's dead easy for me to say, yeah, but it's not necessarily. But the thing about me and a lot of others is I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Not everything that goes bump in the night is spiritual, especially in the change of weather. As the earth moves from spring into summer, the earth heats up. When the earth heats up, it heats up everything around it, hence houses. The houses shift, twist, settle, push, move, and breathe. They're living things themselves. And in that, you have changes, and those changes with the pipes heating up or cooling down, they make knocking sounds. Now, I am a massive believer, if you eliminate the possible, you're left with the probable. So if you eliminate the fact that your house wasn't settling or the pipes weren't cooling down or heating up, whatever the case may be, then you're left with probable. Now, if that probability is a spirit entity or energy trying to get a hold of you, trying to get your attention, then say, hey, listen, if you're here in the room with me, fine. Just let me know you're here by make that knocking sound. And if they go, then you go, right, I got a spirit here. At which point you say, right, 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no. Are you connected to my family? Then you got a family member. If they go, you say, oh, are you connected to the house? Okay, now we've got to figure this out. Or if you say, are you connected to the house? You know where you're going. So really, it's a matter of stepping up and saying, okay, let's find out who it is. keeping calm, breathing, and remembering that they must adhere to what you want. If you say, I really don't enjoy you being here, I really don't want you waking me at this time in the morning, don't do it again. If you want to talk to me at this time and lay it out. And usually they will talk to you at that time. Good call, though, Emma. Thank you for being here. Rianne Matthews has joined us. Rianne, good evening. Welcome to the show. I don't know who Facebook user is. Can you tell me something about mom who passed last June? What she thinking, feeling, please, Paul. I need to know who you are because I can't help you. I don't know who you are. So when I'm looking at an icon, it gives me something to link to. So I need you to come back into the show either with your profile on Facebook or back into the show connected via YouTube. Ronnie says, I've shared the show. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate that, darling. Rianne says, I've shared the show. Thank you. Roger's joined us. Roger Garza, Senora, or Roger Garza, Senorita. He just spat his coffee all over the place when I've said that. Hopefully we're going to have Roger on very shortly anyway, because we're going to try a little tag team reading tonight. Not something we've done together yet, but we're going to give it a little go this evening. So stick around, and there might be some quick reads. Well, actually, if he's working alongside of me, they're going to be quick reads, and we're going to give it a shot. A little bit of an exercise. So make sure you stick around and make sure you get out there and go and tell all your pals, hey, listen, you don't want to miss this tonight. Get your butts in here. So Ronnie and everybody's having a chat. Thank you. I did. Good on you, Lois. Welcome, darling. Okay, so all the way down, shared in the group, says Rianne. Thank you for that. Emma has Trudy Halls joined us. Hello, my darling. Donna, good evening, Donna, my darling. How good to see you. I do hope you're well, my love. Just stopping in to say hi. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for being here. Stick around. I'd love to chat to you some more, Donna. Rianne Matthews says, hi, Paul. It was me on Facebook. Not sure why it's saying Facebook user. Yeah, it means because you haven't agreed with Facebook to be coming through StreamYard. So when there's a little thing that says StreamYard that comes up when you click on it from Facebook, agree, and then it'll be fine. But you're better off in here anyway, Rianne. You're better off in YouTube because it's far more stable. And don't forget, subscribe now, hit the like button, and then click the little bell icon. So every time we do a show, you'll be notified in advance. Okay. Richard Dearden's joined us. Good evening, Richard. Shani has joined us. Love you, Paul. Love you, Shani. Thank you for being here, my love. Good to see you. Emma says, thank you so much, Paul. Emma, you are always welcome. Randy Monty. Hello, Paul. Great show. Randy, thank you. Appreciate that very, very much. Donna Alexander says, I'll bring it up on the screen because I can read it better because I'm getting old. Do you know the boy aged between 11 and 14 that keeps peeping around the corner to see me work? Several other people have seen too, and I don't know anyone that young who has passed. Well, the person, right? I'm going to assume that this is at your place of work, Donna. In which case, what you want to be looking at is what was your place of work in its previous essence. So, for an example, if you worked in a college, then it's most likely going to be a college and somebody connected to the college, i.e. student, or connected to a teacher. But what it can be done is it can also be connected to, so as I'm breathing in, I'm opening myself up to energies. Okay, I've got energies going on around me because my nose is getting a little bit like that. I missed your show as well. Donna says is at my house. Right. Okay. Right. It can be connected to the family, Donna, not just specifically to you, my love. It can be connected to your family. So you could have an energy that crossed in any member of your sisters, aunts, cousins, and they're just putting their head around the corner to acknowledge. This person crosses over with an accident or an incident that causes this it's a non-healthcare related crossing. In other words, this person accident, fall, hit by a truck, I don't know, but it's something that assists in their getting to the other side. The energy feels quite happy to me. So what I wouldn't say, I'd say, Donna, is not to worry, my love. Okay, don't worry. There's nothing to be frightened about. Also, they're very makes sense. Your daughter, okay, so you might find that your daughter's energies are changing. She might be a little bit more sparky. She might be a little bit more boisterous, in sort of that kind of a way, because I kind of feel that her energy attracts him in. But I do feel connected to the family. I really, really do. I know you say you don't know anybody that age crossed over, but I really feel bloodline here. So it's either a direct connection to the bloodline, i.e., your own direct family, or a married in member of the family. Okay. I really, really want to say he's really attracted to your daughter in a energetic way. In other words, her energy is given off so much that he's able to use that, and that's how you're able to see him. But I will tell you this, Donna, do not worry, because I do not feel anything negative with this child, this young lad. If anything at all, I feel very, very positive. If anything at all, I would call him a young gentleman. Alrighty. So if he was going to take your daughter to prom, he'd be the true gentleman. He would turn up with a croissant, and he would, he would be nicely dressed, his hair all done properly. I feel really genteel with this lad. And I'm hearing the name Michael being shouted in the background, okay? As you've watched my shows many times in the past, when I hear names, it doesn't necessarily mean the person who's there. It means who they are, who's with them on the other side, or say hi to. But the name Michael keeps being shouted. So if you see him again, just say, "Is that you, Michael?" Tap once for yes, twice for no. It's a real easy way of communicating that you control. Okay. July is significant, or the 7th of a month is significant here, Donna, as well. Donna, there's a new opportunity coming up around you, my love. Okay, there's a new decision to be made, and this decision is going to take you further up the ladder. Okay, it's a good decision. Okay, it's going to give you more responsibility, but more stability as well. Sweetheart, stop knocking yourself back. You're giving yourself too hard a time. Okay, you're great. You're brilliant at what you do. You're a true and honest person, but it's time you really, really believe that. Okay, your own essence seems to be, you seem to be fighting against your own abilities to believe in yourself. And I know you're a really energetic person. The name Kristen, a C or K sounding name is being shouted as well. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what card they want to give you. Right, whatever this project is let's get it in and get it. There we go. Creative project. Okay, your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited, and reignites your passion towards life. Oh, Chris is your ex that passed away. Okay, well, listen, Madison's birthday is July 28th, and my mom's July 20th. So July is significant. And Chris is your ex that's passed away. Well, listen, he's watching out for you guys. So don't worry. Please don't worry. Honestly, there's so much great energy around you, Donna. You do not have to worry. He's watching out for you guys already. Say hi to Madison for me. Okay. There's a little bit of fear going on with Madison. Fear of the future, fear of college exams, of something along those lines. There's something of that she's a little bit frightened about her future, but she shouldn't, because she's going to be just fine. All right. Tell her she needs to wear better shoes. Yeah. Tell her to wear, she's got to wear better shoes. She don't have to take off. She's so much like her mom. It's untrue. Anyway, hope that helps you, my darling. Philip just joined us. He says, sure. Thank you, Philip. It's very cool. Righty. My mother-in-law passed, says Rihanna. My mother-in-law passed in March. Can you tell me if she's happy with B33? Oh, what's been going on? B33N. I was thinking, is that a road? Okay. Now, Rianne, first and foremost, let me just say to you this, my darling. The politics of life here do not translate to heaven, to the other side of life. Okay. It's called the next life for a reason, because they have stuff to get on with. Mom is more concerned with you guys being who you are supposed to be, rather than being kind of like taking on different personas. She's more concerned about you not stepping up to the plate, really. And when I say step up to the plate, it means that you're not taking charge of your own life, and that's more important to her. They want you to be happy. They want you to say, right, I'm going to take life, I'm going to shake it, I'm going to get the best I can out of it. It's like walking up to a tree full of fruit, but only going after the best. And that's what she wants. She's not happy, or they're not happy with how you're really not. I can't think of any other ways I'm putting this other than you're not looking after yourself as well as you should. Okay, you really should put yourself first, because once you've built up that energy and that protection, you're able to share that with other people. But at this moment in time, I feel you're a little bit under the weather, a little bit down. Okay, and that needs building up. I'm seeing footsteps, so she walks alongside you, or she walks alongside a grandchild. But I'm seeing footsteps. It means I walk with you. Rianne, don't worry about getting it wrong. Start focusing on what you're getting right. Okay? You're too focused. You're too connected with things that have gone wrong, and you're not paying any attention to all of the great stuff that has gone right for you. And you're attracting the wrong energy. You're attracting the energy on everything that went wrong. So you're focused on that. So with that, you're giving off that vibration. You're attracting the same vibration back. No, forget what went wrong. Past, behind you. What you got right is equally as important, but use that energy to attract all great things. Shower of abundance. Let me just try and get it into focus. There we go. To heal your financial situation, first, give us your worries, concerns about money. We will guide you. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together on your financial situation, we will heal it as fast as you will allow. So they're working with you to help you out. So be open to how they're going to do that. So that's Mom and all of the angels of abundance. So what I want you to do is just say to the angels of abundance, say, I am open to winning. I am open to being in an abundance in everything in my life. Happiness, love, finances, and work, career, whatever. Be open to being an abundant in all aspects of your life. And it's going to work out. Alrighty. Let's have a wee chat down here. Rianne says, that's true. Thank you so very much. Alrighty, let's have a look. Thank you, love, says Donna. I will tell her. She's been complaining about her feet. That's where the shoes come in. She's in the military school and wears combat boots. Gotcha. I can't see her being in the military because she's so glamorous. Rianne Matthews says BBK. Okay. Rianne says, okay, cool. Got it. Good evening, Truder. It's interesting watching as your mouth is out of time. No, Trudy. Everybody else is in sync with me. It's you're out of sync with the rest of the planet. Just getting you back. Good evening, Sue. Welcome to the show, my love. Good to see you as always. I've started a new career about 2 weeks ago. Love it. Thanks, Paul. You're welcome, Rian. You're very, very welcome. We got another Facebook user. Lovely to see you in the house, but this is what I get to see. Unfortunately, I'm not able to figure out who you are or chat to you. So come out of Facebook, come into YouTube, and come and join us as a YouTube follower. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Hit the like button, please, y'all. Hit the like button. Smash the life out of it. And don't forget to click on the little bell icon. Alrighty? So, and Trudy says, that doesn't surprise me. Trudy, I'm going to do a card for you. Because you don't always ask for stuff. You're very, very kind that way. All right. So as I pick the cards up, Trudy, I'm actually going to do the card. A card fell out of the deck. And that's it. It's amazing it's around animals because you are very much connected to the animal kingdom. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So what I pick out of that, Trudy, is meditation, relaxation, focusing on abundance. All right, my love? And I think that's where that's going. Alrighty then. So Randy says, oh, Joan Bronson's joined us. Joan, welcome to the show. Randy says, today is 19 years since passing of my children's father. Is there any message for us? Randy, I'm so sorry that you're here on on an anniversary. Sorry, nearly said university. Wow, just as I was, shuffling the cards, this card shot out just as I was talking to you. So I'm going to assume that that's a message there. It's amazing. Randy, I am opening my energy up to the connection with your children's father. But here's the card that came out. Now, take your mind off of what you're asking first and look behind what the message is giving you. And it may be an answer to something else you're thinking about. That's the card that just came flying out of the deck. I'll just get it into focus because the camera is autofocus. So we are. That's the that's the card that came out of the deck as I was literally starting to talk with you. The law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. So clearly, Randy, what's happening there is the energies of the angels and your friends and family and spirit are trying to lift you up a little bit, okay? And tell you that there is a new chapter right around the corner. Now, I am open to your dearly departed, whomever it is coming through. But what I'm getting is not a man, it's a lady. Okay. And the lady comes in on the left. That means to me she's coming in from mom's side of the family. Okay. She's an older female, and in and around the 60s mark, 64, 66, something like that. I'm getting an impression of that kind of an age. There's an F or PH name like Fiona, Philip, an F sounding name. So an F or a PH sounding name that needs to be acknowledged, who they are, who's with them, or please say hi to. And they were telling me to talk about the 11th. So they want me to talk about the month of November or the 11th of a month is significant with a birthday and anniversary connected in there. There is, I know there's an anniversary connected now because you're telling me that's 19 years since the passing of your children's father, but they're telling me to talk about a birthday and anniversary either just gone by or just about to come, but it feels relevant. So either we've just come past the birthday anniversary or there's one just about to come to us. And don't be surprised if there is a new change of job or a new change within your job that's coming around. But there's a change of work coming up here that's either directly connected to you, Randy, or directly connected around you. Okay. Randy says Phelps. Who or what is Phelps, my love? Who or what is Phelps? PH. It's definitely the F for the PH sounding. Trudy says, thank you, hon. You're very welcome, Trudy, my darling. As always. Kathy Hanley has come over. Hello, my love. Kathy Hanley's moved over here. It was you on Facebook. Kathy Hanley. Imagine going on Facebook. I mean, come on. Hey, no. Good to see you, darling. Welcome to the show, as always. Now that you're over here on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. And make sure you hit the like button and make sure that you click the little bell icon. All right, so I gotcha. Mother's last name. So I knew there was an F, PH sounding name. So, all righty. Well, they're definitely around you, darling. And who is Edwards, Eddie? Elizabeth, a strong E sounding name. There's being shouted in the background as well. Alrighty. Randy, I need you to focus a little bit more on Randy. All right. I need more focus there. Who's suffering with the either hip or the knee issue? But there's a strong sensation going from my left hip right down to my left knee. It feels like all the muscles are tense and all the nerves are firing. So there's an issue there that they want me to draw my attention to. Take it away. Thank you. And someone either needs their meds changing or there's something wrong with the medications. Before we go any further, I'm not a chemist. Neither am I a doctor. Okay. Never, ever take medical advice from a psychic. We are not qualified. Go to a professional, go to a doctor, go to a pharmacist and get professional qualified advice. But they're telling me to change the meds. All right. Hopefully that helps you, Randy. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the card as well. Joan Bronson says, Paul, I just shared this with my friends and I told them that you were my favorite person to tune into. Well, thank you very much, Joan. I very, very much appreciate that. You're my favorite person that I'm reading right now. I'm telling you that now. So let's see if we can get a card out for you tonight. It's very kind of you to share. I appreciate that. Genuinely do. Had a real tough week last week, and I got a tough week this week, and I got a tough week next week. So there may well be in the not too distant future, guys, that I may be taking a week, possibly two off. So in which case, Roger might be looking after the show. He doesn't know that yet, but I'm going to tell him in a minute. All right, Joan, here's the card that comes out for you. Look at that beautiful angel. Shh. And listen. All right. So some deep breathing, some relaxation. Quieten your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet, receptive state without worrying about exact natures of your desires or your manifestations. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. And this is our request to you, my darling. Listen. Because they're trying to talk to you. All right. Thank you very much, Joan, for being here. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate it very, very much. Recently, says Randy, and thank you so much. Randy, you're welcome. You're my favorite person to annoy. Trudy, you have done that since I moved to the UK. But I still love you. Becky King, hi all. I've been invited by Sue Vinegar. Well, Becky, thank you for being here. That's very, very kind of you. I very much appreciate it. Welcome to the show. I am Paul Francis, and Sue is a dear, beloved friend, and I'm very, very glad that she's invited you to the show. So while you're here, Bex, I'm honored that you're here. Thank you very much. You will find me that I'm an easygoing, Mickey taking git, but I'm very honest in what I do. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in via YouTube. Please subscribe to the show, hit the little bell icon, and don't forget to smash the like button. Now, make sure you guys keep coming on with the questions. Keep coming forward with anything you want to ask about. It's 1:45 at 8 o'clock. I'm going to, beg your pardon, at 9 o'clock. I will be getting a hold of my dear pal Roger, and we're going to do some very quick reads. Now, these are called speed reads. He doesn't know we're going to do this yet, but if I sort of sit him down and go, right, here's what we're going to do, he'll get all. So here we're going to do boom, 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 like that. We're going to do fast reads, and he's got it in him well within. We're just going to pick people at random. Now, if you're here, you a very big chance you'll be picked. If you're not here, guess what? You're not going to get picked. Well, actually, that's not true. In days gone past, I've done reads for people who were standing outside the venue, and we've actually had to go. One was a security guard, and we had to send a guy out to get the security guard, bring him in, and I had a member of his family coming through and saying, listen, I know you're trying to get away from all this, but tough. Be back right after this message. You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Yes, indeed, UPRN Talk Radio. And UPRN has a plethora of shows on there. Following tonight's show, I have my dear friends Michelle and Amelia coming with their brilliant show, The Outer Realms. Make sure you stick around to watch that. And of course, you can now enjoy the multiples of shows of my dear friend Roger and Faye. Their shows, Latino Psychic Visions, and of course, This Mug's for You, are doing so very, very well. So well that I'm actually jealous. There we go. Julie Sharp says, Paul, I'd love a speed read from my sister if possible. I miss her so very much. Julie, first of all, thank you for being here, darling. I appreciate that. But reads, I want to put a few sort of misconceptions to bed for everybody. Real, honest, true psychic mediums who will tell you the truth on every opportunity. We have absolutely no control over who comes through. So anybody who tells you different is lying to you. Alrighty. We've got no control over who comes through. So we will give the information. So if, for an example, like my dear friend Julie Sharp, if she says, I really want to hear from my sister, if you don't necessarily hear from her direct, there may be multiples of reasons why. Number one, she may not enjoy this particular way of coming through, i.e. on a show like this. Or number two, she may not think that this is the appropriate time to talk to you for multiples of reasons within your own personal life. Or number three, she may come through by giving you a message through someone else. So just because they don't come right up to me and go, hey, Paul, I am Julie's sister, tell her this, she may pass that information through a secondary party on the other side. So listen. I always tell people to listen laterally. In other words, open your mind right out and be aware of how the messages are coming to you. But nonetheless, Julie, thank you for letting me use you as a little bit of a teaching tool there. I appreciate that very much. Kathy says, shared and liked. Thank you, very kind. And tell you what, guys, for all of you that have liked the show, please give me a thumbs up in the chat room right now. So come on. My darling Sue has just sent me a message there, but I can't read it because I'm obviously working live right now. So let's go with the questions. Fire any Q&A questions to me while I get my things ready to invite my dear pal Roger. Okay, getting that all ready. And we're going to get Roger on momentarily. And we'll get on with that. Shawnee's got a pink hand waving. A pink hand waving. Hi. I can't. It's weird how it comes out that way, isn't it? So Rebecca's giving me the thumbs up. You got this, says Shani. If you guys have liked the Tonight Show, give me a thumbs up in the little chat room, please. Thank you. So over there, give me a thumbs up. Becky says, thank you. I'll bring her chat up on the screen so I can see this. Becky says, hey, thank you. I'm very new to this, but I've recently lost my beloved greyhound. I don't know if it works for pets, but I still feel she's very much with me and would love some clarity. Well, Becky, thank you very much for being here. I genuinely mean that. And Sue will tell you that I'm very, very honest. One of my guides is actually St. Francis of Assisi. Okay, who's the patron saint of animals. And I can tell you that our beautiful furry babies go to the exact same places we go to. Okay, so they go directly over with our friends and family to the same place. So please don't worry about your beautiful furry friend. They will also tell you that they're around you. They will do things like they would have not normally done, Becky. In other words, they'll make indentations on the bed, indentations on the couch, or they will do things. They will go to where they would normally eat and drink. They will still do things in normality, even though they're now in spirit. We lost a cat. We lost our dog as well, little Bruno. Brewster, sorry, not Bruno. Bruno's Maya's dog. Brewster we lost, and he actually came back. And I know you guys will probably find this difficult to believe, but please believe me, it's true. But he taught Holly, who's my dog now, or our dog, what to do. He got Holly for us and trained Holly to do something specific to make me feel better, because we just lost him and I was in a dark place, and my friends had said to me, listen, we got this little dog, and I was like, no, I don't want any more dogs. I'm done. I'm finished with my heart being broken. And they said, well, listen, she's here now, have her for the weekend, and if it's not working out, we'll come and get her on Monday. And I went, well, okay. So when she came in on the Friday to my home, she was so nervous and she was shaking a lot, and I felt sorry for her, but I could clearly feel that she was feeling sorry for me too. So I was, holding her, petting her, giving her all of that. And on the Saturday, she started to be a little bit more relaxed, but she was still very, very nervous and wasn't really that great in getting out, going outside, coming for walks or anything like that. I had to take her for a walk, and she was like, hunched back. In other words, I'm really scared. And she started to relax a little bit, but there was something else that was going on. I couldn't figure out what it was. On the Sunday morning, she started to do things that only Brewster ever did. She would come in, jump up on the bed, lick me on my ear, jump down and stand by the door and look at me. And that was Brewster's way of saying, come on, Dad, get up. I need you to take me for a walk. And she did that by day 3. By day 4, I wasn't going to let her go anywhere. And she's still with us. And that's 11 years ago. So they can connect with you. They can tell you they're around, and they can connect with other of your furry friends and animals. Okay. So, but they are definitely around you, my love. Okay. I'm very, very open to answer any questions you ever want. They go to the same places we go. The only thing's different is when we come back as humans, and when they come back as animals. And no, if you cross over and you think I'm coming back as a cat, it ain't gonna happen. So, Becky, hopefully that helps you out, my darling. I'm very much open for any more questions. Please fire away. If I can help you, I am more than happy to. Emma saying, I got this. Thank you very much. Richard Dearden, give me a thumbs up. Face, give me a thumbs up. Jones says, thank you very much for the card. Much appreciated. And yes, that card is very relevant to me lately. Well, there you go, Joan. Connor's joined us. Hey, Connor, how are you, buddy? Hope you're good. You're doing good. I'm head down and breathing. That's what I'm doing. I'm not sure who this person is, but hi. Oh, I know who that is. That is an idiot. Okay, yeah. We got an idiot in the house. Yeah, look, I mean, the name is enough, isn't it? It's just to say to you, like, Effa Polili, Effa Brukadugla. So this is a person who's a BSer and is only out to eliminate you from your funds. Do not answer this person, alrighty? They are untruthful. Trust me. My boxer rests her chin on the edge of the bed and breathes dog breath at my face. I know that one. I just know that one. Becky says, thank you so much, Becky. You're very welcome. Like I said, you're very welcome. So momentarily, I will be playing the UPRN jingle again. And whilst I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be inviting my dear pal, Roger, to come and join us. Is there anybody there? That's Roger, by the way. And you will find that Roger is a wonderful person. He's a wonderful human being. He's a very kind and gentle psychic medium. And please humor him because he thinks he's funny. So he's just again spat his coffee all over his office because he knows I'm taking a mickey out of him. Anyway, so coming up right after this message for UPRN Talk Radio Network. Don't forget, coming after this show tonight, we have Michelle and Amelia with their show Outer Realms. But in the meantime,
you are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.
And I'm back. And I've just sent out Faye the link to bring Roger into the show. So Faye, you got the link to Roger. She's laughing her head off. Just because Roger is about as technically minded as a sponge. So he's Faye will go and sort it out for him. Kathy says, right, let me just bring Kathy up, my darling Kathy Henley Little. Could you ask St. Francis, will I have to give up my fur baby or will I find help to take care of her when I have to go into hospital for surgery? Well, first and foremost, Kathy, we'll be sending you lots of love, lots of healing, lots of protection during your stay in hospital, and you are going to be fine. Are you going to have to give up your furry friend? I don't think so. I believe wholeheartedly that our pets, our furry friends, our furry babies, they find us for reasons. You know, they bring totally unconditional love, and they bring just another dimension to our lives that, you know, humans sometimes can't fill. So that animal is going to bring you lots of love, but it's equally going to bring you lots of healing. Holly has brought Johanna an immense amount of healing, okay, over her battle with cancer. And she says that it's Holly that brings her basically her love, her strength, and her support. And I look at her, what am I, a piece of cheese? And she, you know, obviously we're having a giggle. Anyway, Roger has joined us. I'm sad to say, but because he thinks he's funnier than me, but we got to look at him and go, nah.
Good.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good so far till I see myself on the screen. Yeah, my hair is just great.
Yeah, I've got the long hair going on here too, but I've got the Mexican goatee going on here.
Oh, God. May I be excused?
Mexico.
See. How are you, bud?
I am always good when you're in the house. So, Angie's joined us. Hey there, do you feel I will ever find love? Says Angie. I'm going to
If you
bring that
look
up
for
on
it,
screen.
yes.
You have to be open for it, Angie.
Yep.
You literally have to be open for it. If you're not open for it, then no, you won't. It's that simple. And without trying to sound facetious or negative or condescending or anything like that, no, you really, really need to have your mind and heart open to love. A lot of people say, I want to find love, I want to find love, but they're closed heart because they're frightened of maybe being hurt again or losing another loved one. But while you're close hearted and your mind and doors are shut, while your windows are shut and the curtains are down, light can't get in, can it? So it's the same way, Angie, that you will find love because you're a good person. But here is something I'm picking up around your name. I don't, Roger, jump in because this is going to be a duet from here on in.
Okay.
And what I'm picking up around your name, Angie, is you need to first learn to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you possibly expect anybody else to love you? Okay. So have a little bit more confidence. Look at yourself like Roger does in the morning. He looks in the mirror and goes, damn, I look good today. I can't wait for tomorrow. So he, with that in mind, love yourself, my darling. And I promise you, love will find you. There is the perfect balance out there for every single person. Maybe not for Trudy, but for most of the rest of everybody else. But there's definitely a love out there for you, Angie. Roger, what do you want to say?
Angie, first off, what I'm picking up is a lot of tattoos. I don't know if this is you or somebody you knew, okay? But don't let that discourage you. You're not going to get anywhere. Nobody's going to knock on your door and say, can Angie come out? Can I go on a date with Angie? No. Angie
Well,
has to get
you
out
might.
there.
They might.
Well,
Mr. Right may just knock on the door. You don't know.
yeah, but there's also Mr. Right and Mr. Right now. So
That's
remember
very
that.
true. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love the card, Roger. You're gonna love the card I've just pulled. I promise you. Well, you know I don't lie. Shuffle the cards. Top card says that.
Wow.
Let your past go. The burden of carrying. I'll start that again, shall I? I'm learning to speak. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down and keep the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it, you don't need it, and now it's gone. Let the past go and be open for real, true love finding you. And it will. Roger says this person could well have.
Tattoos.
That means something over here, Roger. That symbol you just did.
I wanted to say two things to her.
Yeah, but that, see what you did. That actually
Yes.
doesn't. That means something very rude over here.
Oh, no, I don't mean to be rude. I wanted to say two things. Gee whiz, Paul, come on. Don't mess me up.
Oh,
This
actually,
is my debut with you, you know?
it actually comes, but this is what we're going to be doing on stage. We're going to take the mickey out of each other. It actually comes from the days of war. And what they used to do is they would catch the archers of the other side and they'd cut their archery fingers off.
Oh, boy.
So they couldn't bow. And then what they used to do is the guys that escaped used to do that like that. In other words, I've still got my archery fingers,
Right.
but it means the opposite of what I'm saying right now. Go away politely.
Paul,
The opposite of that.
Paul, get
Yes,
over
sir.
yourself now. Come on, let's collect your thoughts. And
Yeah, no.
anyway, I wanted to say to Angie two things, Angie, and I'm sorry I had to put the fingers up, but two things. Number one, remember this: nothing ventured, nothing gained. Number two, think of it this way. Like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. you are treasure for somebody that will come along and pick you up, and that's it.
You most definitely are treasure, my darling. Angie, the world is out there. The world is yours.
Yep.
And listen, like I said, everybody should pay attention to what I'm about to say to you. How can the world exist without you? Think about it. Think about it. Roger's going, yeah, but he has no idea what I've just said. So
The world can't go anywhere without me.
no, how can the world exist without you?
Right, exactly.
Think about it. Donna says, Madison says hi, Paul. Hi, Madison. Hi, Madison. How are you? Listen, get your shoes sorted out, okay? Get your shoes. You got the wrong shoes on. Roger, you want to jump in here?
For Madison or for Donna?
Well, either. Donna is mom. Madison is daughter.
There's something regarding something on the shelf. I'm looking at a bookcase, a white bookcase or white shelves. There's something there, a book that needs to be read. They're telling me right now. That stands out. Like if you push your books and have them all lined up, right? You push them all in. One of them is sticking out a little bit that needs to be read.
Okay.
And by the way, hello, Donna.
So I did a wee bit of a reading for Donna and Madison a little bit earlier, so it was good that you jumped in there. So Joan says, exactly, Paul, media is full of those fakes. Oh my God, Roger gets a big share of them. I get a share of them. And listen, these guys who jump in here, folks, listen, trust me, please. These guys that jump into our shows, they are not psychics. They are not mediums. They are people pretending. They've set up fake accounts. And what they want to do is they basically say, we're going to do a read for you for XYZ dollars. What they want to do is gain access to your account. Do not, under any circumstances, acknowledge them. Alrighty. Martin Brooke has joined us. Martin, good evening. Welcome to the show. Where's Roger? Where do you want to go?
I'm on Martin Brooke. I'm getting something. I don't know if it's Brooke Martin or Martin Brooke, if you whichever way it is. But there's something regarding. This is crazy, Paul, because I'm in like a sidewalk, but I'm also seeing a ditch, like almost like a sinkhole ditch.
Okay.
So please be careful of that. Okay, it's Brooke Martin. There's something that it's either in the front of the house, like sidewalk, but I see a hole. Like if you were to step there, you'd go in the hole. Mm-hmm. Almost like a sinkhole, like the it's not solid ground, but the cement part of it, the sidewalk part, covers it up, but it breaks up and goes in.
Okay.
Crazy.
I'm not too sure whether we're picking up off the same person or not, but there's something to do with I would say construction is what I'm picking up, because I'm seeing machinery, building, construction, things of that nature, and the name Joe, Joseph, or like a strong guttural G. So it could be Jose, it's because that's spelled with a G or a J, isn't it?
It's Jose.
Right, so it could be a strong guttural J or G sounding name, but I'm seeing machinery like excavators. I'm seeing machines that flatten the land out, but there's something to do with work of that nature, construction, road laying, things of that nature. I'm supposed to bring up, and like I say, a strong J or G name to be spoken of, and somebody's birthday or anniversary is in or around a government holiday. Because when I see flags flying, it means to me government holiday, government time. So, for an example, you guys in the United States, Independence Day would be a government holiday. So, to me, if somebody had something in around Independence Day, I would see a flag, and that tells me a government-based holiday. So, there's a birthday and anniversary that connects in and around one of those dates that wants to be acknowledged as well.
For Brooke, there's something in July that's very important.
Joan wants to dance.
July. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Paul.
No, you fire away, buddy. I just said Joan wants to dance.
Yeah. Well, I get something in July that's very important. I want to go around the 17th of July for some
Hmm.
reason. It's very important. This is for Brooke Martin.
Okay, Brooke. So if you can come back to us and acknowledge yes, no, or indifferent, we can then endeavor to try and either align that reading for you or let you enjoy what you've been given. But sometimes, just to say that, not just for Brooke, but for everybody else, sometimes when you're given a reading and it doesn't make sense to you in the moment, it often makes sense later.
Right. Or there again, it could be for somebody else that picks it up. We
It could be
don't
somebody
know.
else connected to Brooke as well. So it
Randy
could be
Monty, hello.
who?
Okay, nothing I know of. All right, but just so you please mark it down because I don't remember a lot of times. And
Um,
Joan Brosnan says, "Hi, Raji."
yeah.
Well,
Hey,
that's a new
Raji.
one.
Rebecca Jane says 17th of July is my mom's birthday.
Okay, well, I was picking up the 17th of July, but that was for Brooke, correct?
Yeah, you reckon that was focused on Brooke, but like I say, Brooke could be the element that brings in an energy for somebody else.
Right,
So
exactly. They could be hand in
Rebecca,
hand.
if anything that we said to Brooke just now falls favor with yourself, please jump up and sort of acknowledge that.
The government flag you mentioned, maybe
Yeah.
it's. You got to bear with us, folks, because our third eye goes all over the place, and we can't. A lot of times we cannot just center in on something. We're just like boom. I always say it's like going to a theater and peeking your head out of the curtains and watching all the people out in the audience. Then they come up on stage.
I've done
That's
that. I've done that many times. Um, so that being said, I'm getting drawn to Shani. What about you?
I, Shawnee. Okay.
I keep getting drawn to Shani. As I'm trying to look up and down the chat room, I keep get drawn back to Shani. Okay.
Somebody around her either had a heart attack or they have cancer here, either in the lung area or in the throat area. This person, I believe, is still right now alive, like third or fourth stage of cancer. The
Hmm.
other person that I get is the heart attack person.
Now it's cool that you're getting that side of things because they're pulling me to the other side. They're pulling me literally to Shani's personal development side, because I'm getting a new guide around her, a new energy that wants to support and carry her, and it feels to me a new guide. And this guide is coming in purely for educational purposes. So Shani's cousin just died of lung cancer.
Please know he's around you, okay?
Hmm. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if he was connected to education?
Yeah, that really would be. Like a
So there's
teacher or something.
there's a new energy, a new guide around you that's bringing me all of the elements towards education, because I'm seeing what's called a mortarboard, and they're flicking that around Shani. So don't be surprised if you start finding yourself studying, if you bringing yourself towards a new element of study, because it's meant to happen in and around now. Vanessa says, "I'm sorry I'm late." You were
You're
never
not
late. You were never late. Don't be silly. This, if you give us the last 5 minutes of your life, I'm so very, very happy you're here. Mavis, a clinical psychologist. I am a kind of a teacher. Oh, there you go. That's
There
where
you
I'm getting
go.
education.
Can I say something
Um,
for Julie Sharp, Paul?
Far, buddy. You don't have to ask my. Just
Okay,
go for it.
Julie Sharp, please focus on your driving. You're all over the place. I don't know if you're on the phone, if you're chatting with somebody, but please focus on where you're going, what you're doing.
This is an area that you really want to be careful, Roger. Telling a woman she can't drive.
No, I'm just saying, pay attention to driving, you know?
I very often, I used to do that on my stage shows. I used to do theaters. I used to say to all of the people in the audience, okay, if you drive, put your hands in the air. All the ladies, keep your hands down. So, but that's it. Once you get
That's
people
looking
laughing,
for it, though.
yeah, yeah. I used to get
Oh,
ooh
Lord.
like out of the audience. But that's it. Once you get them enjoying and laughing, and then the energy just comes right up,
Yep.
and it's much easier to do reads for people when the energy is flying. I just love it. Before we let Shani go, Shani, please, could you carry for the next 2 or 3 days a little piece of amethyst with you? Okay, because I'm feeling a little bit of clarity of mind is needed with a little bit of a boost of energy. So if you can carry something like that with you, that's amethyst. Just carry it with you for the next 2 or 3 days. Alrighty. Sue says Paul picked up on my driving as well. So it's an it's a scary area to go with, ladies.
Well,
It's like my wife just cannot park. She doesn't park the car. She abandons it. She just cannot park. Do you know what? The guy who actually invented, the automated parking, you just press a button and the car and it parks itself. I actually want to send him a gift. So, because I'm sure I'm actually going to change the name of the button in our car to Johanna's button.
you're really asking for it, you know?
Well, I learned in the most difficult of circumstances. I learned to drive with a tractor trailer. I learned to drive in a farming tractor, so that was hard to control. On a trailer, so you had to learn how to back a trailer up properly. So when it came to parallel parking, as we call it here in the UK, that bit of it was easy. So Julie says, "Oh my God, good job! I don't drive. Very hard to keep focused, Roger, due to health. So it makes a lot of sense." So there you go.
Becky King, there's somebody, I don't know if this man is a tree trimmer, if he's a lawn guy, or if he cut bushes or something. To me, this guy, I get him like he passed, but this guy, he either cut your trees or trim your trees or your bushes or something, and he's coming through to tell you that he's still with you. He's out in the yard.
With Becky was this is her first time at our show,
Okay.
and Becky was the lovely lady who asked about her dog who crossed to the other side of life, and I was explaining that it goes to the same place as we do, and that she will be definitely reunited with her beautiful animal in years to come, but that they do still hang about. They still do like normal humans do. They still hang
Yep.
around. Ronnie says, "This is cool. You're both doing it at the same time. Great energy between us." Well, I've had to carry him
Well,
this
more
long,
so me than Paul, you know.
well, I've carried him so long, I just want to try and let him go on his own now. So, Emma says, "I hope that wasn't my driving you picked up on because I backed into a lamppost today. Thankfully, no
boy.
damage. I mean, a lamppost. I mean, come on, it's not as if you couldn't see it. I mean,
Right.
I totally get the fact that you ran into a lamppost. I mean, they're so tiny. I mean, come on.
You are really looking for it, buddy.
Do you know what? I'm going to tell it the truth here, Emma. Don't you worry about it, my angel. You are in that long line of people who's backed in the lampposts,
Yep.
me being one of them. But I nearly hit a huge SUV because the huge SUV came in at a direction that was, on the pillar of your car, and the pillar hid it completely, and I didn't see it. And just as I went to move forward, it shot out in front of me, and I nearly hit it. So, Emma, it's probably better that you clip the lamppost because you will learn from it. As long as you learn, it's all right. Don't worry. Oh, I remember going on to our what do you call them in America, Roger? Do you call them roundabouts? Because
Oh
we
yeah, they
have,
have roundabouts here.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember entering onto a roundabout not too long after I learned how to drive and passed my test, and I put I pressed the accelerator, and it spun the car right round in the opposite direction. So I was listening, sitting there, oncoming traffic, and my skills in reversing came into play really quickly that day. It was
Oh
icy, though. I
Lord.
will say it was icy. Guys, come on. Let's get some more questions going because it's literally nearly 20 minutes past 9, and that means we got about 10 minutes of airtime left. So let's go. Let's go with the questions. Mary Shaltman is here, learning the ropes for the first time using YouTube, and says hi, Paul and Roger. Well, Mary, thank you for being here first and foremost, and we do hope you do enjoy watching our show. It's this is our first time working together. Well, I'm working; he's kind of hanging on, but this is our first time working together on doing Reads Direct. And Roger has always been so kind in inviting me to respond. When I've sort of been on typing, and I've been always so grateful. And I said it's about time we actually literally did some face-to-face stuff.
You want to announce about Saturday?
Go ahead.
Are you going to help me or what?
No, go on. So this coming Saturday, ladies and gentlemen out there, it could well be you'll be watching this very show again. And I'm having to give up my Formula One, which is far more important to me than working with Roger, to be with Roger. Um, and I will be joining Roger on his show, This Mug's for You. But I am really, really worried because that means that I actually have to try and sit in for the magnificent Faye. And I'm really worried about that. If it was Faye doing the show and I had to set in for Roger, not a problem, easy. But
Huh?
replacing Faye. But go on, buddy.
Those rocks that you have, those stones, are you throwing them at me? Or what? Oh
Rebecca
Lord.
Jane says, "Do you see a house move for me this year?" Rebecca, no, is my answer.
Nor do I.
I don't feel there's a house move per se because will there be options for you to move? Yes, but the options I feel are not fulfilling your needs. In other words, don't move just for the sake of moving. Move only when the house
Yep.
that presents itself is perfect. Okay, but Rebecca, just don't. I really don't feel. Roger, please, if you feel different, jump in. But
No, no,
I
no,
don't
no. I
feel that
agree
her
with you.
move.
But there's
I feel
something
him.
regarding the job move also.
Well, that could be it. But I'm feeling a move around late January. I don't want to move out of the first month. So there you go.
I'm going somewhere in the neighborhood of around Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Hmm. So if the house shows itself in January, it could well be a move around Valentine's Day. That's the second week in February.
Yep.
Becky King says, I did a load of trimming and hedge trimming over the weekend, Roger, to make our gardens safer for our new rescue greyhound, who I strongly
Okay.
feel was sent to me by Zulu, my greyhound who was recently passed. Becky, 100% agree with you. I would absolutely agree with you that your dog Zulu definitely sent in, and that's why I shared the story with Holly and Brewster with you. Kathy Hanley says, hilarious Monday. That's the new name for this show. Hilarious Monday. A new career in September, says Rebecca Jane. Paul and Roger, what will the amethyst help we with over the next 3 days? Well, I feel that it's going to help your energy. It's going to help you streamline and focus your energy and make your thinking a little bit more, give you more clarity around your thinking, Shani.
Shawnee, I see somebody coming to your house with a letter. Now,
That'll
don't
be a
get me wrong,
postman.
but it could be no. It could be like a summons. It
Oh,
could
lovely.
be, yeah. That's because I see an ordinary guy handing her a letter.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a letter for something for her to read or if it's a summons for court or something. But just keep that in mind. To me, the man has an open coat. He has an open coat. I'm going to see a yellow shirt, a light yellow shirt, brown tie with glasses. So if that man comes to your house, don't open the door.
Run. Emma says, "Do you see me moving in with my partner anytime soon?" Once again, I don't feel that you feel it's right. I don't feel your energies are balanced just yet. They're there. It doesn't mean you don't like each other or don't love each other. Just sometimes the balance has got to be there. The frequencies have got to focus with each other, and you'll know. You'll know.
Emma, I keep getting your dad coming in. I don't know if he's in spirit or if he's alive still, but
Who's that?
her father
Whose father?
for Emma.
Emma, right. Well, Trudy says to me that the laptop battery is dying. Do you know what? I can bring through many things, but I can't bring through a battery.
Makes sense to me.
So you're bringing through a father figure for Becky, or sorry, who was it?
For Emma.
For Emma. My apologies. I'm not grabbing that one. So go run with it.
Well, I keep saying that he wants to give her some type of advice. I don't know if they're in two separate towns, if he's still alive, if he's passed, but there's something he wants to tell her.
It's a father figure.
Her dad is still alive, okay.
But her grandfather on her dad's side is passed.
Okay. Well, this man who I'm getting father figure, so he wants to give her some type of advice, like he says, "I told you before, I showed you before. Why aren't you learning?" Hello, Judy. Judy has enough battery to say hello to me. I want you to know.
I've known Trudy longer than I've known God. Emma, there's something about your grandfather's connection here tonight that is signifying about something that you're doing or some choices you're making. Okay. If there's something in his past that he's acknowledging that you're going toward, okay, be aware that I've said that. And he's very favorable. He's very much. And now, grandfather would have been very he would have been the guy standing at the door with the shotgun as the boyfriend came up going, "You want to take my daughter out, do you? Really?" A bit like me, in fact. So I'm kind of get the feeling that he's really is watching over this, but only move towards unification when you feel ready, not before. Leanne Stone says, "Hi, Leanne. Welcome to the show. You've come in right at the end, though. We've only got a few minutes left, literally."
Yep. Daryl Kemp, you have some coins coming to you. I see coins. That means money coming to you. And real
Any
quick,
coins
Paul,
for
if
me?
you let me, I want
Carry
to
on,
remind
buddy.
folks, Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing the show with that other guy, the other guy in the window this way. Where are we at? Yeah, that guy.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Okay, well, the other guy, he's going to be on with me. So my beautiful wife Faye is going to be out of town and going to leave me alone with this guy. But
She's
anyway,
out of
we'll try to get through it.
Emma says that's him for death. I tell you what I keep seeing, Emma, is I don't know if you've seen the movie Bad Boys 2, when the two guys stand at the door and the guy comes up to take out his daughter and they give him such a hard time. And I was seeing that. So he's like, "Yeah, you want to take my granddaughter out? We got to talk over a few things first. Let me just get my gun." So anyway, listen, guys, we are at the end, but do come and join us on Saturday. You do have, well, actually, you have Roger on Wednesday night this coming week.
Yep.
For Latino Psychic Visions.
4
And
o'clock.
you will have-
This doesn't mean anything, does it? Four
Yeah, it means
fingers?
4 o'clock.
Thank you.
But you will be able to come and join us on Thursday, fingers crossed. And the Roger and Faye will both be here. Thank God, Faye's be here. And and we will do some more stuff. We will have some fun together. So Spirit
Okay.
Quest returns this Thursday at 9 p.m. UK time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to seeing you all then. Don't forget to join Roger and Faye for Latino Psychic Visions Wednesday night at
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. There you go. And we will see you both Thursday night. Roger, as always, it is fun. And I am so honored to call you my brother.
No,
And
buddy,
thank you
that
for
goes
being
two
here.
ways.
Thank you
You
for
know.
being here.
I'll be looking for a check from you, but that's okay.
Well, that's all right. I'm not gonna charge you for being here and me teaching you everything you know. Y'all, good night. God bless. We'll see you all very soon.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.